So you want to grow your business because maybe you've plateaued, maybe you've been doing a lot of business for a lot of years and you just hit that mark where this is all I can do. That's where I found myself a few years ago. Or maybe you're starting out in business and you want to grow your business and you just don't have the right pieces in place right now. Well, I've got a few tips for you. We're going to start talking about them right now. Glad you're with us today. Now, before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified every time we drop a new video or we go live. Okay, let me paint the picture for you. Either you're in one or two places, right? Either you've been doing business a long time and you're plateaued, and maybe you're complacent and you're in a place where, hey, life's pretty good. I'd like to grow the business, but I put enough effort in to get this far. Or maybe you're in a place where you're like, you know what? I'm 2 to 5 years in my business now. I want to get this thing off the ground. Or you're a brand new business and you're thinking, how can I grow this thing? How can I get more business and increase my revenue share and my market share by working on my business? And I just don't know how to do it. Well, here's a couple of tips for you that we're going to go over today. Now, keep in mind, we want to keep this video short. So we're only going to talk about 2 tips today. But if you got other questions about growing your business, put it in the comments box below. I'll be more than happy to respond to any questions I get. All right, the first tip I'm going to share with you today is invest in yourself. You got to write that one down, guys. Invest in yourself. For the longest time, I have been investing money into my business, but I did find out recently that investing in yourself through knowledge and other means will help you go a very long way. Take, for instance, before May 2019, I had plateaued at a certain point in my business where I didn't think I could really grow anymore in a specific month. I thought, wow, I'm pretty much at capacity and I can't grow anymore. Then I went to a conference. Called the Vault 2019. So what I found out is that I've made it quite a long way with just what's in between my 2 ears. Like, for instance, I didn't have to put a lot of data in to get a lot of effort out of myself for the past 20 years. You may find yourself in that point as well, or in that same space. But what occurred to me after going to the conference was there's a lot of other people in my space, a lot of other people trying to find ways to break through, to get through the plateau phase in their business, or there's people in the startup phase and want to just speed that process up. And reading books is one of the best things you can do to improve your capacity. Just getting information into that brain of yours to let you apply those things into your business will help you go a very long way. And so while we're on it, number 2 would be go to some conferences that are in your field. You always hear about these people going to Vegas, going to Florida, going all over the world, doing these little conferences for real estate or whatever it is. Find something that's in your field, or maybe it's just a blanket entrepreneurship conference that will help spark some energy. Go to that type of a conference and take in as much information as you can. Another thing that's worked well for me is use technology to strengthen your weaknesses. I'm very good with follow-up with clients. I'm very good with attention to details, but over time I get really busy. Even though I know that these things have to be done consistently and they have to be done all the time, I fall behind because I get too busy. And what I found is having a very good CRM or some type of tools that has AI in it that helps prompt me to follow up with clients. That's the ticket, man. Just technology in some way to fit into your business that'll help strengthen up some of the weak points that you may have. All right, we've talked a little bit about investing in yourself. I think that it's priceless. Think about yourself as being a person that makes $300 an hour, and you've got to keep investing in yourself so you can push that limit to $400 an hour, $500 an hour, whatever you want to get to, but you've got to invest in yourself. The next thing I want to talk about is work a system. If you're plateaued like I was, or you're growing your business from scratch, you have to have some type of a system that'll take the thinking out of your day-to-day repetitive work. Systems will help you build a predictable business. So, back in the day for me, it was up and down, up and down, up and down. I was always building, and then I was feast or famine. So I was either having a lot of business to deal with, or I had nothing to deal with. And if you have systems in place to help with your follow-up, help with your phone calls, help with your prospecting, it's going to take a lot of the edge off and make your business a lot more predictable. A lot of you out there have great entrepreneur minds, and you can think of great ideas. You're really creative. The creative aspect can slow you down when you're looking at building your business. And here's what I mean. So basically, if every day you come to work and you have these fantastic ideas and you implement one here, you implement one there, you don't ever start focusing on a consistent message, then you spend your time chasing shiny things all over the place and you never move forward. A good consistent system that you put in place will help you stay on task all the time. You can take those ideas, you can write them down, but realize that if there are opportunities out of direction, they're just a distraction. So you can continue to work the system and watch the business slowly grow. Back when I worked at McDonald's, I was hired at like 16 years old. I walked in and they did not ask me what my opinion was for making a Big Mac. Let me repeat myself. They did not ask me what my opinion was when it came to making a Big Mac. They plugged me into a system. That system was flip the burgers, sprinkle the onions on it, put it on the bun, lettuce, sauce, in the box, it's out the door. That system is there by design to make them more efficient, quicker, faster, and profitable. Another thing a system will do for you is it takes all the emotion out of it. So if you get on big highs because you're having success, and then you go really low when you're not having success, those things slow you down. And even being on the big high can slow you down because you get really high and you're like, everything's working, I'm winning, but then you forget to do the work that got you there for a month, and then you slow way back down. Or vice versa, you go down into the dive and you can't get yourself back up because you're just sitting there thinking about how bad it is. And because you're not working a system consistently, you will stay there for a greater period of time. And the last thing about a system I'll share with you is nothing beats consistent effort. Consistent effort will trump anything when it comes to building your business, breaking out a plateau, rebuilding your business, whatever you're trying to do right now as an entrepreneur. You have to have consistent effort. That will push through any type of problem that you're having, and it'll also get you back to where you want to be faster than you ever imagined. So we wanted to take a break from talking about cars today just to talk about business. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, as usual, post them in the comments box. I'd love to help you out anytime. Ronnie Haskins, have a great day.